A simple formula so you know what to eat. You can take the foods that make up the Mediterranean diet and make something simple out of them. Registered dietitian Ashley Koff is here, and she's created this formula so you know exactly what to do with these foods. Now here's the formula just to set it up. It's healthy fats, plus protein, plus unrefined carbs, and then you can have unlimited non-starchy veggies. So how does someone actually apply that formula to their day-to-day life?
Yeah, and so, I mean, I think the key thing is we need to know what we can have, and then we need to know when we can have it. So instead of thinking about what you have totally in your day, we're focusing on each individual eating occasion. Whether it's a meal, whether it's a snack, you want to have one serving of each of those. So you want to say to yourself, am I having my fat? Am I having my carbohydrate? Am I having my protein? And I get to have all of these delicious non-starchy vegetables.
Yeah, but like some of the foods, right, like beans is an example, not all things are perfect. So what happens if the meal that I want to have take beans and it has both carbs and protein in it?
Yes. So it's not the beans' fault. I actually think that beans are perfect, but they do happen. There are foods that will have a carbohydrate and a protein, or some of them might have a protein and a fat. But once we know that and we recognize it, then we check off both of those columns. So it's really simple.
So I'm really giddy about this. Yeah. This is really cool. We came up with a cheat sheet. Now watch this. Watch the magic. This is the cheat sheet. Imagine these major categories. They're the formula. So, again, we have the healthy fats, protein, unrefined carbs, and way over there, as much of the non-starchy veggies, off the wall amount of unstarchy.
That keeps going,
Keep
like
going,
all
the way
everywhere.
around.
Yes.
Right? Now, this takes into account the fact that there's some foods that are in between. So if you don't mind, walk us through this in some detail.
Absolutely. So the key thing that we're thinking about is you want something from each of the groups. So the big circle, the healthy fats, the big circle, the protein, the big circle, the unrefined carbs. So you want to pick something that's in there. However, you pointed out there are some foods that fall into these overlapping groups, right? So they're a twofer. Now what we want to make sure that we're not doing is having those and then still having something from the other group. So when you are in that area, you count it as I had my fat, I had my protein. So if I have that amazing wild salmon, then I know that I'm getting healthy fats and I'm getting protein, and I say to myself, ooh, I still have my opportunity for my carbs, and I get all of those non-starchy vegetables.
This works with the classic Mediterranean diet, but here's the question. Let's take a couple examples that are not so normal. So Greek yogurt and veg and some fruits on top, right?
Yeah.
Let's take that one.
Greek yogurt, Greek, so obviously we're in the Mediterranean diet. So what we want to think with the Greek yogurt is we're getting with the yogurt, you're getting your healthy fats and you're getting protein, right? And then we're doing a plain Greek yogurt here, so you get to accessorize it. And here I've accessorized with berries, which we know are wonderful for you. That's your carbohydrate. And then we're adding some additional protein and healthy fat with the nuts on top.
Yeah, what about my favorite, salmon with some grilled veggies, and you added beans to this one?
Exactly. So one of the mistakes people make is they'll just have the salmon and they'll say, oh, I'm having the healthy fat and the protein, and then about 2 hours later they're digging for some carbohydrates, they want to have the ice cream, that kind of a thing. So you want to make sure that you get those delicious beans in there. And it's okay if we're getting a little extra protein. Somebody might look at this and say, ooh, I'm getting the protein from the salmon, I'm getting the protein from the beans, but that's okay on that part. What we don't want to do is overload on the carbohydrate.
All right, now these are typical examples, and you can come up with a lot more on your own. Let's give you some not so expected examples of foods that work on the Mediterranean diet. Dr. Hyman's here, he's got a snack for us, a pear almond butter sandwich. It is so simple, and it's pretty straightforward to make, I guess.
Yeah, and one of my favorite things about this is that one of the key things about the Mediterranean diet is people who enjoy the Mediterranean diet enjoy great tasting food.
Yes. So Ashley shared a bunch of tips with us, but my favorite of all, the secret, the hero of this little segment is right in front of me. Please explain what this is to everybody.
So these are pancakes.
Oh, please.
The exciting part is, so these are actually called soka, and this was a game changer for me when I learned how to make this. This is so simple to make. Literally, anytime that you open up my refrigerator, you will see in there, this is a mix of just chickpea flour, water, a little bit of olive oil. You can use a coconut oil if you wanted also. And then you can put any spices in there. And then you literally make it just like a pancake. And so I leave the batter actually in my refrigerator, and I have like one of those shaker cups, and I put it in there. And this you can go savory. You know, if you wanted this as a breakfast tortilla, you could put eggs in here. If you wanted to put some Greek yogurt and on top of it, you could do it that way.
Like a Mediterranean burrito.
Yeah, it is a Mediterranean burrito.
You pour the mix on the stove, and
and you just do it like that. No, 10 minutes. A minute and a half. A minute and a half. I'm in a cast iron pan. It is. Please taste it.
You guys have to fight it off.
Keep in mind the chickpea flour on that part is going to be your protein and your carbohydrate.
The great thing about chickpeas is they're a low glycemic starch. So even though it's a starch, It actually doesn't really raise your blood sugar that much. It's got great protein.
Exactly.
Awesome. So it looks
And
like
you know,
a
I get
pancake.
people over all the time who everybody wants to eat is avoiding something different, et cetera. And I've yet to find anyone who's avoiding anything in this race. So it's wonderful on that part.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss out on new videos to live the good life.